class, welcome back to Chapter 2, Fractions. Today we are looking at exercise 2b, equivalent fractions. So we're only going to look at the first half of the chapter today, and then we'll continue on with the rest of it at a later stage. So equivalent fractions are fractions that have the same numerical value. They can be formed by multiplying the numerator and the denominator. So whatever we do to the top, we must do to the bottom by the same factor or the same number. So what that looks a bit like is if I have here a pizza, or I've got two pizzas, okay? If I cut this pizza into 4 parts and I eat 2 of them, that would be the same as if I cut the pizza into 6 slices and I ate 3 of them. Are we seeing that I've coloured in exactly the same amount? So I've coloured in effectively half of each pizza. But here, that half is the same as 2/4, and here it's the same as 3/6. So all 3 of these fractions, 2/4, 1/2, and 3/6, are equivalent fractions, okay? Here I've multiplied 1/2 top and bottom by 2, and here I've multiplied 1/2 by 3 to get to here. So I'll go through a few examples, of course, but this is the premise, is that if I have 2 different pizzas, and one of them is cut into 4 slices, and one of them is cut into 6, well, I've eaten half if I've eaten 2 slices of this one or 3 slices of this one. Either way, I've eaten half the pizza. Let's give it a shot with just numbers. So we're going to fill in the gaps to make each fraction equivalent. Bear with me, I'm going to keep switching colours throughout the slide. So to do this, I need to find the number that I have multiplied 3 by to get to 12. And I know that there's been a multiplication happening because the number got bigger. Okay, if the numbers get smaller, we're dividing. So 3 times what equals 12? If you're thinking 4, you would be correct. All right, so 3 times 4 equals 12. So we're going to do the same thing to the bottom. We're going to multiply 4 by 4. Notice that these are exactly the same. 4 times 4 equals 16. And now we have an equivalent fraction. Okay, 3/4 is the same as 12/16. We'll try another. Oh, I have not got much room here. That's okay. I thought I allowed enough space. That's fine, I'll just move that. So, this time I need to go using the bottom, and it doesn't matter whether you're using the numerators or the denominators. So I need to think about what number I've multiplied 2 by to get to 10. So 2 times what equals 10? If you're thinking 5, you would be correct. So 3 times 5 is 15, and therefore 3/2 is the same as 15/10. Okay, one last example. This is a bit trickier, but that's okay. So we need to look at, first, 5 times what equals 15? So we'll work from left to right. 5 times what equals 15? If you're thinking 3, hint we had the answer right here, you would be correct. So we do the same to the top. 2 times 3 equals 6. So 2/5 and 6/15 are equivalent. However, we can't multiply 6 by any number to get to the 8 on the last fraction there. So we are going to have to think of a different factor. What we'll do is we'll actually ignore this one in the middle and we'll go back to the first because they're all equal. Equals, equals, all of these are equal. So we're going to think, what can we multiply 2 by to get to 8? If you're thinking that 2 times 4 equals 8, you would be very correct. So again, from the bottom, going from the first fraction, 5 times 4. So we need to multiply top and bottom by 4. 5 times 4 equals 20. So 2/5 is equivalent to 6/15, and that's also equivalent to 8/20. If you cannot use the fraction in the middle to help you calculate the last term, look back at the one that was given first, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a chain reaction. You can calculate all of them from just the first one or from just the middle one. That's all there is to it. Give it a go for yourselves. As always, if you need help, let me know and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But otherwise, good luck with the work, guys, and I'll speak to you all very soon.